3, 2, 1. Pow! Right in the blowhole. Hey everyone. Welcome back to Nefarious Reels. I'm Eddie Murphy doing Yellowface.
And I'm one of the townsmen in Capture of Bigfoot. Anybody, honestly.
Like, it could be literally anyone. Literally, I was watching that movie. Oh my god, is that Cole? Oh no, it's not him. Wait, is that Cole?
No.
But yeah, we're Nefarious
Nope.
Reels. We watch bad movies. We watched 2 of them. And we're going to discuss them because that's the point of the podcast, is to talk about things. And
That's what we do.
that's just what we do. It was foretold in the prophecy, the great Egyptian prophecies. 2 dipshits are going to talk about shitty movies for like way too long. But we'll start with the retro pick, which was mine, and I did 1979's The Capture of Bigfoot, directed by Bill Rebane, who shoots a lot of films with Wisconsin. And The Capture of Bigfoot is, you're not going to believe this, it's about Bigfoot, and some people are trying to capture him. Or at least allegedly a Bigfoot. There are questions if it's actually a Yeti, but we'll get into that. But yeah, there's a Bigfoot out there. It killed some guys, and some people want to capture him. And yeah, fuck. And shenanigans ensue. Cole, you were in this movie. What'd you think of the capture of Bigfoot? Oh,
Okay, there we go.
a
I don't know, like,
Bigfoot got you there for a second.
yeah, like the audio like cut out there for you for a second, and I was like, wait, hang on.
That's
I'm not
Bigfoot.
sure. Oh,
That was definitely Bigfoot doing that.
yeah, Bigfoot's messing with my Wi-Fi connection.
Yep. Evading capture. He's like, "Roar, roar, roar." And then fucking just attacked your Wi-Fi. Attack the 5G tower near your house.
He hit the power. He's going for the power lines.
He knows that the 5Gs are causing the real cause of the coronavirus, and he's taking it down.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, what'd you
Yep,
think
he knew.
of the capture of Bigfoot?
It was all right. Like, I honestly, it's one of those I was not expecting much going in. It's kind of boring, but it's kind of fun to watch at the same time, though, because, I mean, obviously you can see they shot everything on location. They had some kind of thought put into everything with just how they wanted to make this movie, and
It's a charming kind of boring.
yes,
This
I
is the
like
Jean
the...
Dielman of Bigfoot movies.
It's yeah. There we go. Which is perfect because this came out in the 70s, so it's awesome. And also the whole just everything being in the snow and making that almost feel a lot more atmospheric, which makes the whole Bigfoot search and hunt more interesting. But then again, I mean, I don't know if there's an exact difference between Bigfoot and a Yeti, but
Well, I think
it's
the
there.
Yeti is like mountainous, and like Bigfoot's like
Oh, that would
foresty.
make more sense. Yeah,
I'm
yeah, I think you're
assuming
right on that.
his fur is white for like it's like a predator thing, like it's like
Yeah, like a
camouflage.
seasonal.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
seasonal, like, oh, its fur is whiter because it's snow, so it makes it easier to get like food and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably something like that. I'm assuming.
Yeah, it could be some. Yeah, it definitely could be something like that.
I gotta say, I did not expect Lloyd Kaufman's name to pop out at the start. That was, oh, I got a Lloyd Kaufman jump scare there. I was like, whoa, wait, he had his fingers in this. So I guess technically this is like a trauma movie. Well, like
This
probably
is
like
this is actually much bigger of a movie than you think.
yeah, Lloyd Kaufman was involved in it. I'm guessing this is probably like their early work or something. It was just really weird for their name title just kind of pop up, just like in the
And they're just
freaking
like,
opening
huh,
credits. I was like the Leo meme. I just like, oh, there it is.
he's there.
Yep, there he is. Also, this is just Jaws. This is pretty much a Jaws movie. This is more of a Jaws movie than the Piranha 2 was, if I'm being real here.
I mean, practically, yeah, because of the whole tourism aspect and yeah, actually, the more you think about it, yeah, definitely. Now that I'm saying that out loud with the tourism and how they always talk about the legend of Bigfoot, but, obviously no one could find him. And then eventually there are a couple guys who do capture him, but then he escapes. And then there's the big businessman who wants to capture him for himself and to gain more revenue for the town in that way.
And then there's also a scene where it's just like, you got 300 people up at that ski resort and you're going to have a panic on your hands. And all that and everything. I was just like, what the fuck? I'm watching Jaws right now? What's going on? What is going on?
What is going on?
I don't know, it's just kind of weird. And I just want to comment because you talked about the snow. I think I just really like snowy places, just as a film location, just in general. Because I was thinking, because I was watching, it's I really like snow, and it reminded me way back in episode 3 when I was talking about Ghosts Can't Do, and I think I talked about how they're in the mountains at the start and how I really like that look. And then it made me think of the change of seasons where they're also in the snow. And it's just I think I just like snow, just in general.
Maybe you just like snow.
Yeah, I mean, it's weird because I usually live in the sunny, hot areas all the time. That maybe because snow is just such a strange commodity. It's just wow, snow. I wish that was real.
I was about to say, I don't think you get much in Arizona, I'm assuming, unless there are the more mountainous areas, but that's probably still a little rare.
Not me. I'm in southern Arizona.
Oh yeah, then definitely not. Unless
literal desert. I don't know.
Crazy shit.
I don't know, maybe global warming will pull a fast one and make it cold here instead of hot. That would be crazy.
Global cooling.
Global cooling. Global warming everywhere else except the hot places. It gets colder there.
Yeah, I mean, it snows in Texas. It has snowed in Texas and some other southern states.
Yeah, it snowed in Southern California before. Not a lot, but it's snowed a bit in Southern California before where I live, so that's kind of cool.
Okay.
But I'm just saying, if global warming made it snow down here in southern Arizona, maybe it's not that bad.
Maybe you'll get a snowboard out and then you'll start shredding.
I'll be like cowabunga dudes, and I'm sledding through the snow.
Yeah, or Bigfoot comes.
Yeah, Bigfoot shows up and jumps me and just fucking kills me because I fucking hit his son with my snowboard.
Yeah, that was something I was honestly not expecting to. I did not think a second Bigfoot was going to show up.
Well, to be fair, I mean, what's the plural of Bigfoot? It's just going to be Bigfoot, right? They didn't say there'd just be one Bigfoot.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
The funny bit is just, because first, because you open up with the two trappers, they're bringing what you think is going to be the Bigfoot, but then just another one shows up and just murders the fuck out of one, and then almost murders the fuck out of the other one, and then gets carried away by the doggies.
Really badly injured.
He gets badly injured, but the doggies save the day. All his little doggos and his doggo sled.
His snow dogs.
Snow doggies. What, snow dogs? Is that the next recommendation for Nefarious Reels?
Tune in to find out later.
Yeah. That's the thing that starts it off. And Bigfoot's son, I'm assuming it's a son, I don't know, it could be his daughter or something. We can't judge gender with the Bigfoots, okay? That's just...
A smaller Bigfoot.
An average foot.
Yes.
Can't say Littlefoot, because that's the dinosaur.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's small foot.
Yeah, small. It could be small foot or average foot. We don't know. I wasn't staring at the feet, because I'm not a freak like that. Some of these people, look at these footprints in the snow.
I'm not Quentin Tarantino.
Do you think Quentin Tarantino's favorite cryptid is Bigfoot?
Maybe.
It's possible. Why has no one asked him this? Why hasn't Quentin Tarantino made a Bigfoot movie yet? That should be his last movie he should make. Steps on stage. I only made this because I wanted a bunch of bare feet in the film, and that's it. And he drops the mic and he just leaves. Doesn't even stay to watch the premiere.
He's like, I did what I needed to do, and here you go.
I have made my magnum opus. I finally made the film I wanted to make. And enjoy. And it's just endless pictures of big feet. Oh, you thought when you said I was making a Bigfoot movie, you thought it was about like Sasquatch. No, I just want to recorded big feet.
Here's clips of hundreds to thousands of big feet.
He's just watching. He's got a cigar and he's nodding. He's like, yeah. But But
he would just be watching more in awe.
a teardrop rolls down his cheek as he's watching. This is cinema.
Oh my god. Absolute cinema. Wait, I have to find the meme now.
Yeah, and then, like, when the Quentin Tarantino biopic happens, that's, like, the end scene of the movie, where they all sit down to watch Big Feet.
Tarantino. There.
Yeah, that's it.
I sent that the John Hamm meme.
Yeah, I thought you were going to send the Martin Scorsese Absolute Cinema.
No. Once you mentioned the cigar, I was like, ooh, I got the perfect meme for that.
Yeah, because he would just be in awe of how big those feet are, and he's just like, damn, I've created art.
I've made peak.
Yeah, people might tell me I have made some great cinema like Kill Bill or Pulp Fiction, but this is my greatest work.
But yeah, the Capture of Bigfoot.
Yeah, I guess we could talk about the Capture of Bigfoot.
I guess. But, yes, anywho, Capture of Bigfoot. Guy comes back, and they're like, "Whoa, how did this happen? What's going on? He can't talk. He's like, practically comatose." This is where we get introduced to our main characters. You got the game warden guy. What's his name? You got the sheriff guy. You get the crazy old man. I think his name is John. He's just like, I saw the big feet guy. And
I think there's a John.
Yeah, I think John is the old guy that's like, I saw the thing. And there's also, I think Olsen is his name.
Yeah, Olsen, the businessman, the rich guy, I guess you could say, of the town, who really just wanted to capture Bigfoot for his own financial gain.
Guys, if we can capture this Bigfoot and then put him in captivity, people will see this and we will make all the money.
We will make the first ever more $1 billion. I don't even know what that is, but it's a lot.
It's a $1 billion.
Yeah, a $1 billion. He's got that funny laugh. He's like, oh, ha, 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 ha.
That evil rich guy laugh.
Don't forget, he shows up the comatose guy and starts shaking. He's like, what is it? Where's Bigfoot? Tell me now. Where's Bane? Where's Bane?
Where is he?
Yeah, and don't forget, he first sends two guys out to check it out, and then they encounter Bigfoot and they shoot him, but that wasn't Bigfoot. That was Smallfoot. And then Bigfoot just shows up and he's like, also, good costume. Shockingly good Bigfoot costume. I was ready for this.
It's a solid costume.
I was ready for it to look like absolute shit, like a really bad like gorilla costume that they had to like make look like something different.
No, they made it look close enough to what a Bigfoot costume should look like.
Also, fun fact: Smallfoot, that's played by Bill Rabane's son.
Nepotism, I say.
Yeah, nepotism. Yeah, well, I mean, you gotta start somewhere.
I guess, and sometimes you just gotta work with your family to get your own movie made.
Yeah, it's an artistic vision. His son plays the son of Bigfoot.
Oh, so it's like a meta commentary about working for their dads. I don't know where I'm going with that, actually.
No, you got this. It's symbolism, deep symbolism that you're only gonna get through something like The Capture of Bigfoot. Like, Martin Scorsese could never. Dennis Vanilla New Wave? Who's that? Never heard of him. I only care about the artistic vision of Bill Rabane.
Yeah, Bill Rabane. Who's this other guy? Martin Scorsese? No.
Score is more like Score is shitty, am I right?
Well, yeah, I mean, we've already talked about him, so how good of a director can he actually be?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was on this podcast, so he can't really be good. Clearly overrated.
Exactly. Same with also that Park Chan-wook fella that we also talked about. Like, yep, he can't be good either if he was on here.
Exactly.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
Pretty fucking wild, dude.
But Bigfoot.
Bigfoot basically is pissed because, you know, his son just got fucking
Oh, yeah.
shot.
Like any parent would be. Dang, I don't know where it's going with that.
No, keep going. You can do this. I believe in you.
Sorry. This is an actual. This is another allegory about how, not just mass shootings of all kinds. It does not matter. Human on human, human on Bigfoot. It's becoming more of a tragedy, and this is, you know, the Bigfoot's reaction to it and how we need to end gun violence, even in 1979. So this is a very
Ahead of its
progressive
time.
movie, if you think about it. Yes, like it's very ahead of its time. It's about like 20 years before Columbine happened. So
crazy.
They were trying to give out the warnings.
This is yeah, but we do get, but because of gun violence, we did get a very epic snowmobile chase.
We did get a snowmobile chase, which is always fun. There's a lot of snow activities. I mean, you get like snow skiing, you get snowshoeing, you get all the wintry mix. That's very fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, White Bigfoot. We get like part of a murder investigation before, you know, it just turns into finding the Bigfoot and then eventually, you know, trying to stop Mr. Olsen from capturing Bigfoot. So that whole charade happens. And because, you know, this also is a very environmental film where they're like, we just can't keep these creatures in captivity. They need to be roaming around in their habitats and ecosystems.
Yeah, and all that junk. But screw that. Money. Bigfoot-tillions, guys.
Yes, the Bigfoot-tillions of tourism we can get from having a Bigfoot in our place.
It was very cool when Bigfoot picked up that snowmobile and threw it. That was very epic.
It was pretty cool.
I like also the reason why it's there is because the guy just wipes out on the fucking snowmobile. Not even because Bigfoot's after him. He just like hits a hill and just flies off it. It's awesome.
Yep.
I clapped. I was like, yeah, let's go.
I stood up and cheered. It was very epic and based and pilled.
Very pilled.
Just pilled. It's very Bigfoot pilled.
Yeah, but basically, the game warden's just like, oh yeah, there's that kid that sees Bigfoot and kind of realizes that,
Yep.
Bigfoot's not doing anything wrong. Bigfoot's just trying to get together with his family, and we need to stop bothering him.
Yeah, this whole thing's about family.
Yeah, that's what it's about family.
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 Family. It's been a while since we've done a family bit.
Yeah, and then, you know, Vin Diesel just showed up and then talked about family again and how you can't
separate family.
Other families. This is a very nuanced film.
Very deep. The entire time he's just buying on the rich dude who just punched one of his guys out the fucking window in the middle of winter, by the way. And then the guy's just like, "Oh man," and then goes back inside.
Yeah. Dang it.
Oh man, major bummer, dude.
I was about to say that is also a common thing. That's one thing I got compared about both movies, that someone just gets either punched or like thrown out a window in both movies.
Yeah.
Someone just gets yeeted in some way. Just thought I'd point that out.
Yeah. How on a scale on like 1 to 10, how would you rank how Wisconsin this film was, by the way?
In terms of, I would say like a 5 or a 6 maybe. Like it captures that kind of small town, just kind of up north feel to it for the most part, but it also it didn't go like into much of like the Wisconsinisms. So, I mean, yeah, they should have really dug in, especially like to like the small town bar. I mean, you had that diner, that little restaurant in there, but yeah, they didn't have really like the small town bar with all the pull tabs or someone doing the dice shaking. That is a common thing in up north bars, and also just, you know, people drinking, being a little more drunk than should be possible. A couple of other things.
Did you have that guy just talking about how he saw Bigfoot and Bigfoot's real at the bars?
Not really, no. No, if you're up north, it's probably more just talking about hunting or just any kind of topic.
But not
really
like Bigfoot hunting, at least? Not even a little Bigfoot
maybe
talks?
Bigfoot hunting, who knows?
Maybe you're just not talking to the right guys.
Maybe I need to go up north bars more.
You gotta go up to Gleason.
It's like, yeah, I had to look where it was. It's like probably like 3-ish, little over 3 hours away from where I live, so...
Yeah, you should go up there and try to find all the Capture of Bigfoot locations.
Yeah, so here's where they shot this scene, and then this scene.
You just go up to like a random part of the forest. Yeah, this looks like where they shot Bigfoot.
Yeah, this looks about right.
This is where they shot his son.
This is where they shot Bigfoot's kid.
But they do eventually capture Bigfoot. They live up to the title. There was a capturing of Bigfoot and a really big trap by taking the 2 guys that shot his son as live bait, and I was totally expecting them to get fucking murdered. Like, absolutely mauled at that point.
Honestly, I was kind of wishing for maybe a little more blood.
I was wishing
Not go
for
over the top, but like a few sprays, like a few squibs.
I will admit that when Lloyd Kaufman's name did show up, I was kind of thinking, oh, this is going to be a pretty bloody mess. Awesome. And it was actually pretty reined back, so maybe he didn't have as much creative involvement. Yeah, unfortunately, I was waiting for a scene when Bigfoot would kill those 2 guys and pull out their organs and pull it out like a fucking, like a bunch of handkerchiefs out of a clown's mouth.
Oh!
Oh! And they go, like that. But yeah, Bigfoot gets captured, and then he like hides it away. But then someone goes to free Bigfoot from the cage because we need to stop hunting Bigfoot because Bigfoot's just trying to live his life, dude. Like, come on, guys. Yeah, maybe it's not about
Bigfoot live his life.
Yeah, it's not about the Bigfoot Tillions. It's about the friends we made along the way.
It's about family.
Yeah, it's about family. Most notably, somehow. Because it happens in because he's guys trying to use the fucking welding stuff to cut through the bars, and then a guy tells the rich dude about it, and it's like, wait, why didn't you just excuse me, like show up and try to stop it? Why you're like, oh no, this guy's trying to bring out Bigfoot. I better go to the bar in town and just let him know that that's happening.
Yeah,
like I feel like the man like skipped some steps there or something.
I mean, human error is going to happen along the way, but, that's part of life. You're going to make errors along the way, even if it means Bigfoot might run away or something.
Yeah, Bigfoot might get away. You might get stuck having to do a chase scene, and you inadvertently kill a guy because his truck explodes.
Yeah.
Which just happens sometimes in Wisconsin.
Shit happens.
Cole, you probably have experienced daily some guys chasing each other for Bigfoot and a car explodes.
On the daily, yes.
Yeah, on the daily. At least once per day.
Yeah, once a day.
But there's an increase during the winter seasons.
Because
that's prime Bigfoot hunting.
Usually also when the first snow comes in about late November, early December, people forget how to drive in the snow, so
yeah,
it doesn't matter how much snow it is. There will be some people who either drive way too slow or way too fast, and then, accidents happen. So,
have you ever had it drifted a bit in the snow while driving? No, because you're a good driver. Also, probably some people will have a couple brewskis or whatever you guys call it in Wisconsin.
No, yeah, we'll say, anything. Brewskis, beer, it just doesn't matter.
Okay. It's all the same in Wisconsin. But, fuck, I lost my train of thought. I was going to say something about the movie, and then I forgot what it is. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I forgot. Our main 2 guys... Oh, yeah, it's because there's that Indian guy they go to. We're like, oh, he knows the legend. And Bigfoot's this spirit.
Individual.
Yeah, he's like a spirit that, protects the Indian people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he knows all about the legends of... Bigfoot, so that's cool.
Yeah, that's very epic.
Very epic, very
It's a good vibe.
Bigfoot killed
This
again.
movie is just a good vibe movie.
It's a fun, low-budget Bigfoot movie that isn't as ridiculous as most of those Bigfoot shows are.
Yeah. Then again, I wouldn't mind a whole movie with like 5 dudes with guns running around the forest shooting Bigfoot a lot.
Hunting Bigfoot.
Yeah. Oh, there it is! There's Bigfoot! Get him down, boys!
Dang old man there, Bigfoot. Oh, man, that should be a King of the Hill episode.
I mean, the new season's coming. There's a new season coming. It could be.
There will be an episode where the whole gang, including like Khan or John Redcorn, go hunting for Bigfoot, and they get Boomhauer to go, "Hey, dang old man, the Bigfoot there and out in the trees, man."
Well, I don't think John Redcorn would do it, but he'd probably have a speech like Bigfoot is just an urban legend that is parroting off of Indian culture and is insensitive or something like that.
Yeah, you're right. He would see Dale, go off to Bigfoot hunting, and then he'll be there for Nancy. Let's just say he will watch over her.
Dale will have a scene like Bigfoot isn't real. Bigfoot isn't real, Bill. It's a government conspiracy to distract us from giant mutated ape men that are running the forest, claiming it's a Bigfoot. The government experimented on apes and they grew big and massive, and they're covering it up by claiming it's a Bigfoot, Bill. Get your head out of the clouds. And then Hank's just like
in the right place, Bill.
And he's like, "Oh, dang it, guys! It's a camping episode.
Dang it, Bill.
That's what it's
Dale.
hoping."
Yeah. Oh, dang it, Dale.
Dang it, Dale! I just want to come out here and do some fishing, and I'm not gonna worry about any dang. There's no dang Bigfoot in these forests. Why would Bigfoot come all the way here in wherever they go?
Yeah,
like maybe they go out of state or something. It's like, dang it, Bill! Why would Bigfoot come out here?
Hotter than hail. And something.
Something like that. The B plot is there's like a stone skipping contest at the lake, and Peggy is this confident she can win it, but she's really bad at it.
Oh, yeah.
So the whole episode's her just trying to get good at skipping stones.
Yeah.
To prove a point.
Yeah, it's to prove that Peggy has more talent than you expect. I mean, along with, her fluent Spanish speaking. I mean, there's a reason she was, again, the 3-time substitute teacher of the year from 96 to 98.
That is true.
And she did a great job, totally not also bringing a Mexican kid back across the border to Arlen. She did such a good job with that field trip.
But what she did do? She did successfully guess the weight of the ice cream.
Yes, she did.
She did do that. It took a lot of trial and error, but she figured it out. She cracked the code. She did do that too. Yep. And she got everyone's money back in that one episode where a bunch of people get scammed.
Oh, yeah. The scams were like, it was like, become a doctor in about 10 hours. Yeah, they got all their money back from Jeff Goldblum.
Very epic. But Bigfoot. Overall, I would say I like the movie. It's just a very nice, even if it's not really interesting. Man, I just love winter, and I like Bigfoot, and I just liked it. And I don't know, Bill Urbane is the GOAT, and I should watch the rest of his movies. I've seen most of his movies. I think I only have 2 left I need to see.
Oh, nice.
I need to see his lake monster movie, and I gotta see his giant spider movie. I mean, Bill Urbane, he's got some bangers that I like. I mean, honestly, I'm surprised you haven't seen more Bill Urbane films.
I have some on the watch list. I know that.
Let's see. I like Twister's Revenge a lot. I recommend that. At least I had a lot of fun with it. Blood Harvest is interesting. I recommend that too. I enjoyed The Demons of Ludlow. I checked that out. I like The Alpha Incident. I think I liked a decent amount of them. They're not amazing films, but they're fun little films that you'd enjoy. Also, I think all of them are shot in Wisconsin, so you got that going for you too. Well, except maybe Monster A Go-Go, but that's an actual Nefarious Reels recommendation right there.
Good to know.
But yeah, check him out. Yeah, most of his work's on Blu-ray if you're willing to shell out the money for the Bill Urbane collection. So, and technically, I think the Giant Spider Invasion has a 4K actually. So,
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think the only films that don't have a Blu-ray or 4K is Rana, which is his lake monster movie, and The Capture of Bigfoot. Those are like the two.
That's a pretty good ratio of movies to Blu-ray to physical media Blu-ray releases.
Yeah, let's see.
So that's at least something.
Yeah, Monster
Way
A
to go,
Go-Go, The Demons of Ludlow, The Game, The Alpha Incident, Twister's Revenge, and Invasion from Inner Earth were all part of a box set that was released by Arrow, which is like the Weird Wisconsin collection with all the Bill Urbane films. And it also come with a little documentary, basically of people talking about Bill Urbane's work. Blood Harvest got a Vinegar Syndrome release, though I don't know if it's still there. And it actually it stars the guy that sings that song from SpongeBob, the Tiny Tim.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he's in Blood Harvest, so you can totally check that. If you're gonna watch it for you watch it for Tiny Tim.
Oh god, Tiny Tim. That man who never makes my spine shiver whenever he talks.
Yeah. Then the Giant Spider Vision has a 4K release, and then Rana and Capture Bigfoot, it's on DVD. But I think for the most part they're fun. Not the best films, but they're fun. So yeah, I would say definitely check it out.
I mean, and sometimes you need those kind of movies that like aren't particularly well made or amazing, but if they don't take themselves too seriously, know what they are, they're always
It's always
much
there.
better.
I mean, they're definitely better than the fucking Robert Cumble films.
Roger?
Roger? Yeah, Roger Cumble. Like, dude, this man fucking falls off hard, dude. Jesus Christ.
I mean, when you go from, true peak like Cruel Intentions 2, and then After We Collided, it's a little tough to keep up those expectations.
It's like, God, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm looking forward to watching After We Collided, because the other films are just that bad.
But also, After We Collide is just hilarious.
It's pretty funny. But, I don't know.
So funny.
I'll watch After first to catch up on the lore, and then I'll watch After We Collided, and then I'll have, 3 more films. I'll have the other film he does with, I think it's Cole. It's Cole Sprouse, right? That's,
I think, yes. I think it's me, Sprouse.
Yeah, because they're in, he's in 2 more movies. It's, another romance. Like Roger Cumble has made so many romance films.
Yeah, he has his niche.
I think he was forced to do 2 family films. He was forced to do College Road Trip, which was fine for what it is. And then he realized he could probably get out of it if he made one of the worst fucking family comedies I've ever seen, which is fucking Furry Vengeance. I told you, when you did Hot to Trot, that I was considering recommending Furry Vengeance, and I shit you not, Cole. Mm-hmm. If I recommend Furry Vengeance, I would still pick Hot to Trot to win. That's how much I hated Furry Vengeance.
Well, I mean, how many movies do you get where a horse just, voiced by John Candy, gets, throws in racist stereotypes, yells an F, says an F slur? I mean,
I'm sure it wouldn't be that hard to find another one.
Maybe.
I'm sure if I looked hard enough, I could probably find one in, a day or 2.
You could. Also, I'm not sure if you overheard what I said. It was Dylan Sprouse.
Oh, damn. I knew it was either Cole or Dylan. It was 50-50 shot.
It's Beautiful Disaster and Beautiful Wedding.
Yep, those are the 2.
Is the duology.
And then after that, he released Love Me, Love Me, that came out this year. And he's also making its sequel, Love Me 2. And that song, Love Me, better be in the movie. Love me, say that you love me.
This just came out.
Yeah, it came out this year.
No, technically in February, but this is going on the this year list because, Roger Cumble.
You should watch all Roger Cumble movies and then do a ranking list, and I can compare and see how wrong you are compared to my list. We have gone way off topic. We went into our iconic 10-minute side tangent here. But yeah, The Capture of Bigfoot. I like it.
Capture of Bigfoot, it's fun.
It is.
That's
it honestly, it's exactly what I kind of wanted out of a Bigfoot movie. And they do capture Bigfoot.
They do capture Bigfoot. So the title is not a lie.
It lived up to its name. That's all I wanted. The moment Bigfoot was captured, I'm like, done. Wrap up the movie. You don't need it anymore.
You did it. Way to go.
It was great until they uncaptured him, and then I was like, ah, man, no wonder I recommended it, because they broke the promise.
Well, damn.
See, this is why it's a Nefarious Reel recommendation and not an Oscar-winning film, because you uncaptured Bigfoot.
Yeah, and then it's a... Yeah, but then, yeah, when he's uncaptured, it's a scam.
Yeah,
Dumb.
it's a hack. But yeah, I'm good. I got nothing left to say about the capture of Bigfoot. How about you?
Yeah, I have nothing else if you don't.
Yeah, well, if we're done here, we can now move on to the modern recommendation,
pick.
which was Cole. Cole, take it away.
Yes. So, everybody knows, if you listen to the last episode, we were so excited for our comedy duo of films. So I said, yes, let's do another comedy this time around. And this one is 2007's Norbit, directed by Brian Robbins and starring Eddie Murphy in 3 separate roles. Like, he is winning all the awards for every scenario that possible, you know? So he stars as the titular Norbit, who's kind of a geeky guy. He's a little more timid, mild-mannered, kind of the guy that you would see that he's just like, okay, he's a little socially awkward maybe, but he seems like a nice guy to hang out with. He's not gonna make too much of a fuss about anything. And his wife is also Eddie Murphy, which is Rasputia, and she's a big girl. Let's just go with that. And then an old friend of his from the orphanage comes back in Kate, and she's engaged to Cuba Gooding Jr., and he's trying to get with her still. And then shit ensues all around. What did you think about this?
Well, you were really lucky, Cole, because when I put on Norbit, I was like, I swear to God, if this is as bad as Hot to Trot, I'm going to destroy Cole. I'm gonna use my trilogy rights, and I'm gonna recommend just the most, like, worst shit I can imagine to destroy this man and make him suffer as I have. But luckily, it wasn't that. I made me chuckle a bit, so you're spared.
I'm safe.
You're safe for now, but just be careful. Just remember how close you were to suffering.
I will not take that for granted.
Yeah, but well, it has a lot of problems, but I can't deny
It has a lot of problems.
I chuckled
Yeah,
a couple of times. I'll say it. I like the fucking evil family. I thought they were a little funny.
Their misdeeds.
They're the
trying
funniest
to buy up,
people
like,
in the film.
the land. I mean, I will kind of agree they are fun. And I said this myself while watching them. It's like, it does not matter the movie. Terry Crews always looks like he's having fun no matter what.
Yeah. Has
Which I
Terry
always
Crews been in an
appreciate, 'cause
Adam
he is,
Sandler
like-
film?
Yeah, he was in Blended. Let's see. Oh, he was in Click.
Oh.
Yeah, he was in Blended, Click. He was in The Longest Yard. Technically, I think it is a Happy Madison production, but Adam Sandler wasn't in it. He was in The Benchwarmers. Oh, yeah, he was in The Ridiculous Six. Sandy Wexler. Any other Adam Sandler?
Sorry for that.
Does not look like so.
Sorry for that little slight tangent. It was just a thought that came in my brain that I had to ask.
Mm-hmm. I mean, and also he has been in a David Lynch film. He was in Inland Empire for like a minute.
Oh, was that your favorite part of the entire movie?
I don't know if I'd say my favorite part, but it was like a shock to the system to be like, how did David Lynch get you?
Maybe Terry Crews just like walked in accidentally.
And he's like, Terry. David's like, Terry, I need you to just play a guy. Can you do that for me? And then that's how it happened. Maybe,
but we gotta talk about Norbit.
Norbit. So the whole movie starts off with narration from Norbit explaining his life. He claims he starts off as an orphan, and by orphan it means his whoever yeeted him out of a car right in front of a hybrid restaurant, Chinese restaurant and orphanage, which is an interesting pairing, let's say. And here comes Mr. Wong to take in Norbit as another orphan, and it's Eddie Murphy in Yellowface doing the Asian accent. Because, guys, saying stuff in a very exaggerated Asian accent is funny. Don't let the liberal hive mind say otherwise. Guys, it's funny. This is what true comedy is.
This is peak comedy.
Yeah, and
I love when he's like, "Oh,
about,
you an ugly baby, ugly black
yeah, you're
baby."
an ugly baby. He's like, but he's also like really racist too. He's like, "Oh, damn, it's another black baby. No one takes the ugly black babies, so he might be with me for a while." Oh, shame. But I'll still take you in, and here, I'm gonna chop this duck's head off. Play with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then,
also, he has that little Nicky voice.
Oh, Norbit?
Yeah, Norbit. He's like, yeah, it's me. I'm Norbit. I'm doing the thing.
Well, yeah, how else are we supposed to know he's like a dorky guy?
If only Norbit went, release the evil.
Release the evil. Popeye's chicken is the fucking best.
God, I wish we should have watched Little Nicky instead. I think I'd have more fun with that.
Little Nicky is more fun.
I have Adam Sandler on the brain. I wonder if that's going to foreshadow something.
We'll see.
Our was just so in sync there. That was awesome. But yeah, Norbit.
So yeah, we learn about his childhood. There's a lot of kids at this hybrid Chinese restaurant and orphanage with Mr. Wong and
his wife.
After a kid got lost, I think.
Yeah, like disappeared in the city.
Yeah, like he got lost in the city. They're like, you guys need a buddy system because you're young kids, you know? So yeah, that's where he and Kate become really good friends. They get married under a tree with the power of ring pop as like 8-year-old children because that's normal. And then Kate eventually gets adopted, so they part their separate ways, and then he meets Rasputia in like middle school, I think, after some bullies kick his sandcastle. And then there's a power dynamic between these two. But he's fine with it because
now he has a family.
Yeah,
and Vin Diesel walks up, he's like, Norbit, you have to get together because it's about family.
It's about family. Who cares if Rasputia abuses you and her brothers might take you for granted and abuse you as well? Who knows? Do their help with their misdeeds and their bookkeeping of shady projects? But
they do give him turkey ass.
Oh my god. They made that joke twice, and I was like, it's 2007, and we're doing ass-eating jokes.
It's set up. It's set up for the second joke hole. You just don't understand comedy. This is comedy gold.
I guess I don't. When the whole joke is just, oh yeah, you all get these sides of chicken meat, and then here, Norbit, you get turkey ass.
The best part, turkey ass. Oh, do you eat ass? Oh yeah, everyone eats ass. Oh no, I don't eat ass.
Everyone's eating everyone's ass now.
Oh, you eat ass? Oh no, I don't eat ass. Chips.
But Norbit.
Yep.
But yeah, Norbit eats turkey ass, and once they get older, he and Rasputia get married. So now they're a happily married couple.
There's a lot of fucking. Allegedly.
There is a lot of fucking. And it's like the same thing where they do like weird kinky shit, and then next thing you know, she's hopping on the bed and crushing it because, it's a fat joke because, do you get it? She's fat.
I laughed. It's stupid humor, but
the bed.
I think it's funny because it keeps happening. The bed gets destroyed. And then ironically, I didn't care for the payoff. I just thought it was funny that the bed broke again. Like, it instantly gets destroyed. There's no, it just instantly just destroyed. And that was funny. I like that. It's stupid and dumb, but it's funny to me.
I mean, yeah, and that happens. And other shit. Oh, yeah, I totally forgot. Now we just cleared on my notes again. At their wedding reception, Mr. Wong, made a speech and a toast for the bride and groom, and he talked about how he was joking around that he married a gorilla.
Which is like, that's a little insensitive, Mr. Wong. I mean, he's
A
racist.
little not a little insensitive. It's pretty insensitive.
But it's confirmed canonically in the film that Mr. Wong is racist against black people and Jewish people.
Yeah, and Jewish people.
But
And it was like, what the fuck?
But there's no Jewish people for him to make fun of, probably because he run them all out of town.
Maybe they were just so tired of his anti-Semitic commentary that they're just like, we gotta leave. We can't. This is dumb. So yeah, we're getting out of here. And then he talks about like a story about how like a snake bit Norbit's ass, and then he's like, I'm not gonna suck on a man's ass. I'll let this boy die because, again,
I'm racist.
I'm racist and also not gay.
It would have been way more funny if he just blatantly says, but I was not going to suck because I'm never going to suck a man's ass. Also, I am very racist. That would be like a Rob Schneider like line. He'd be like, I did not do that because I am very racist.
Rob Schneider like. It definitely would be something that you would see in like a Happy Madison type movie. They would just have to like remind us, yes, he's very racist, okay?
Actually, no, there are, but they're not important. Because I was thinking, wait a minute, are the only like black people in this movie just the family that's the villains and Norbit? And then I guess technically Kate too.
Pimps, you had the priest. You had...
There's like the barber.
Yep, you had the barber.
Oh, and there's those pimps that I hate, that annoy the fuck out of me.
Yeah, those guys that, the former... I guess at the time they were also ex-pimps who then run like a barbecue joint.
Yeah, they run the barbecue. It's just dumb, stupid.
And also Rasputia eats a lot of food because, again, if you don't understand the joke, she's fat.
I'll be real. I like her character. Fucking for whatever her name was, Fratusha.
Rasputia.
Yeah, Rasputia. I don't know.
How you doing?
She had the funniest stuff for me. I don't know. I think she made me kind of chuckle the most out of everyone in the film. She's just so petty. I don't know. It was funny. I can't explain it. I just like funny, sassy black woman is a funny character trope.
Played by Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy is my favorite African American woman.
That doesn't sound weird.
Look, what I'm trying to say is Eddie Murphy should have won Best Actress that year.
Oh, I see. He should have won Best Actor and Actress.
Yeah,
and
win both awards.
For Mr. Wong.
Yeah, he needs to be Best Actor for Norbit, Best Actress for Tisha, Best Supporting Actor with Mr. Wong, and then I guess you can give Kate Best Supporting Actress.
Norbit, sweep baby.
Yeah, Norbit, sweep baby.
Woo, Norbit. Actually, come to think about it, let's see what Norbit's Razzie nominees were, because it probably got some.
It didn't win Best, though, so does it really matter?
That is, you're kind of right there.
You should see what it was. It probably definitely was nominated for. You should compare it to what it won against, because there's a decent chance you probably talked about some of the other films that got nominated.
Wow, this made $159 million on a $60 million budget.
Wow. Based.
It received generally negative reviews. This is from the Wikipedia. And 8 Golden Raspberry Awards it was nominated for, winning 3. Although it did receive a nomination at the Academy Awards in 2008 for Best Makeup.
I think you mean a Best Actress for Eddie Murphy. I mean, why wouldn't you want to give Norbit an Oscar?
That's honest. That's hilarious.
Please tell me he was competing against Click.
I think Click was the year before.
Ah, damn it.
Okay,
look, if for Film Club,
Oscars...
if we ever do a category for makeup, films with great makeup, we have to do Norbit because it got nominated for Best Makeup.
That's so fun. Let's... if you got anything else to say about Norbit as I'm scrolling through, just spin off as I look for what other movies it was competing against.
All right, let me think. Well, there's a girl, Kate, that he was a friend. She shows up because she's gonna buy the orphanage, which is highly contested because the family wants the orphanage themselves, so they can turn it into a strip titty bar that to sell
Yeah,
alcohol.
called Nippolopolis.
Yeah, Nippolopolis. I can't believe Francis Ford Coppola stole this idea and changed it for Megalopolis.
To Megalopolis.
Yeah, fucking.
Go get back to the club.
And that's like a big thing with like that's like a big kind of overarching plot. Norbit's falling in love with Kate. The family wants a Megalopolis bar.
Yeah, they want their Megalopolis titty bar, and they want to buy the orphanage for that because they gotta also get the liquor license.
Yeah, there's Dion, who is Kate's fiance, but he's evil because of course he is. Because this is a shitty romantic comedy film, so the fiance of the main character's love interest is naturally evil and doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, you gotta have the woman's fiance to be kind of a shitty dude. Just, it makes perfect sense.
I did not care for the romance, which I mainly blame Roger Cumble for, because I've seen so many of his shitty romance stuff. It's just like, oh my fucking god. It's not as bad as, what is it? I think, My Best Friend. I don't remember what it's fucking called. It's the one with Ryan Reynolds. God, that was fucking awful.
What is that? Just Friends, wasn't it?
Yeah, Just Friends. God, I hated that. Ryan Reynolds is fucking unbearable in it, but he's gonna win at the end, because of course he fucking does.
Because it's Ryan Reynolds. He's funny. He's Canadian.
Anna Faris, I'm so sorry you had to carry this whole film comedically. You didn't deserve a fate like that.
You didn't deserve Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, best part of Ryan Reynolds' part in the movie is when he gets his shit kicked in playing hockey. That's the best part of the movie. Or at least for Ryan Reynolds anyway, because, Anna Faris is in it. Anna Faris is great. Just look up Best Friend movie Anna Faris and just watch her bits. That's the funniest. Those are the best parts of the movie. Just skip Ryan Reynolds.
Later, obviously. Also, I did find the category for Best Makeup. Norbit did not win it, unfortunately.
Boo.
It was in the same category as two other movies, with La Vie en Rose, which is a biographical musical film.
Lame.
And Pirates of the Caribbean at World's End.
Oh, that's actually kind of good, though. Fuck. Wait, was it only those two movies it was competed against?
Yes.
And what did it
only
lose
those
to?
Two. The La Vie en Rose.
Lame. Fuck, you could have at least given it to the pirate movie.
And let's see. Oh, shit. So, yeah, Norbit in the Razzies, if we want to keep going on this.
Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, we can stretch out this.
Here was the worst picture category for this year. So the winner of the 2008 Razzies for worst picture was I Know Who Killed Me.
Oh, hey, we talked about that. I'd agree. I do think I Know Who Killed Me was worse than Norbit.
And it also was okay. Sorry. Wow. I don't know where I was going. I was putting too many. There was too many words in my head, and I was like, I did not know where to start. But here, other nominees in that category, along with Norbit, were Bratz, which we also talked about.
Well, I like Bratz more than Norbit.
Daddy Day Camp, which is a movie also starring Cuba Gooding Jr. And Daddy Day Care starred Eddie Murphy, which I think is kind of funny that they were both in. It's all connected.
The Murphy cinematic universe, the Murphyverse. Yep.
And I pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Oh, and Adam Sandler too. So we need to watch like 2 more films, and we'll see all the the worst Razzie nominees of 2007 or 2009 or wherever the fuck this film came out.
Yeah, the Razzies, 2008 Razzies, but yeah. And Eddie Murphy won for worst actor.
For which one?
In a category that also had Nicolas Cage, who was nominated for Ghostwriter, National Treasure, Book of Secrets, and Next, whatever that is.
What? I remember liking him in National Treasure. He's fun in that.
Everyone loves him in National Treasure.
Yeah, that's like one of the good ones. What the fuck? See, this is why the Razzies are dog shit.
Yeah, this is why the Razzies also is something I don't take as seriously as like... I mean, yes, the Oscars are also kind of a little duddy, depending, but
they're at least more. It's at least more fun, even if some of their choices for categories aren't as good. And some of their other also like their Academy people that are supposed to watch the movies just don't. I mean, they should just let me do it, even though
they should let us do it.
Too many movies.
Oh no, you're talking about the Oscars. Okay, never mind. You can do that on your own.
The Oscars.
I thought it was Razzies. Like we should do it. Send me a list of all the Razzie films I need to watch, and I'd commit to that.
Yeah. And also Jim Carrey in the number 23, Cuba Gooding Jr. in both Daddy Day Camp and Norbit, and then Adam Sandler and I Pronounce You Chuck and Larry.
Wow, homophobic much?
Let's see. Oh, Lindsay Lohan also. Worst actress, it says Lindsay Lohan and Lindsay Lohan, and I Know Who Killed Me. That's funny.
It's wild.
Oh, Jessica Alba was also nominated that year in 3 movies, but one of them being Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer that we talked about.
Oh, well, it's all connected.
And all of the Bratz girls in the same category. They were all one nomination, all 4. Oh, and Eddie Murphy also won for Worst Supporting Actor in Norbit as Mr. Wong.
No.
And he won Worst Supporting Actress as Rasputia.
What? But that's the best one. The Razzies. Fuck the Razzies. Hashtag fuck the Razzies. Am I right?
Yeah.
Also, okay, I will also just speed run through the rest of these so we can unfortunately talk about Norbit a little more. But
other noted names that I see that of movies we talked about. John Voight also for Bratz. Julia Ormond and I Know Who Killed Me as Susan Who is Susan Fleming? Was that But I Know Who Killed Me. Oh, worst screen couple. Lindsay Lohan and Lindsay Lohan as the Yang to her own yin and I Know Who Killed Me.
Oh, man. Crazy.
Oh, my God. Worst screen couple, Jessica Alba and either Hayden Christensen in Awake, Dane Cook in Good Luck Chuck, or Iowan Grufford in Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. Any combination of 2 totally airheaded characters in Bratz. And then you get Eddie Murphy as Norbit and either Eddie Murphy as Wong or as Rasputia in Norbit.
All I gotta say is that the Razzies must love fascism because in Bratz they take down a fascist regime.
Yeah. All right. And then anything else? No. Oh, the I Know Who Killed Me director won Worst Director.
Oh, good for him.
Good for him. Oh, Brian Robbins was nominated for Worst Director for Norbit. I Know Who Killed Me won Worst Screenplay. Norbit was also in that. And I Know Who Killed Me also won for Worst Excuse for a Horror Movie.
Well, as its own, category?
It was in a category with also movies like Captivity, Hannibal Rising, Hostel Part 2, and Aliens vs. Predator Requiem. Which, honestly, I despise AVP Requiem, so I feel like that's a little harsh that I Know Who Killed Me won that, but that's just me. But Norbit. Yeah, so, he's wanting to hang out with Kate even though, she's engaged to Dion. Stuff happened. Oh, I forgot. Marlon Wayans. He was the tap dance instructor. He was an aerobics guy.
Yeah, he's
with that
power tap.
Yeah, power tap or something. And, he's fucking Rasputia. But, they're all trying to play it off that she totally just wasn't cheating on Norbit because, she needs Norbit for some reason. Even though she really doesn't.
Because Norbit just does things for her. I'm guessing that's what it is.
I guess so. I mean, like I said, it is kind of a weird. I don't even want to say a power struggle, but he definitely is being used.
Used and abused.
Yeah. I mean, eventually her brothers also use him for
their nefarious plans.
Yeah, their nefarious plan for their megalopolis titty bar because, Kate has to sign something to make sure that the liquor license doesn't expire once they buy the orphanage eventually. And what else? Yeah, that's about it. I mean, they dance. They have like there's like a festival going on. He's dancing with her while chugging a wine cooler, and then Respucia's about to kick some kids' asses for stealing her hat.
That was fun. She fucking beat the shit out of those kids. That was pretty awesome watching them get fucking launched into the fucking sun.
And she also, broke a bouncy house and also catapulted a kid into some hay. So
that's where the one funny pimp joke came in, where it's like, white girl fall from the sky, my dream's coming true. And then the other guy goes, well, she better get out of the way because my wish is for a Cadillac. And I was like, oh hey, that's kind of funny.
Yeah. And there's a kissing booth too, and I noticed, I'm not sure if you did, Kristen Schaal, when she later says, "I want to be a hoe." That white girl with like the curly hair.
I know who you're talking about. Then... I saw this film like 2 hours ago. I know who you're talking about.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that we were on the same page. But yeah, there was that joke, I guess. Yeah, you got turkey ass eating, praying for the Cadillac. Respucia knocks out Norbit with a speaker, I think it was, because she saw him dancing with Kate.
Well, and worst of all, drinking her wine cooler.
Yeah, and which is probably the worst thing he did, honestly.
Yeah. Just to note, this is probably like right after she lies about how she's pregnant and goes like, "Oh, I'm not pregnant. Just fucking gas, bitch."
Yeah, I just had a fart, That's it. And yeah, he's in the hospital. He, is in the hospital obviously because he's concussed. But then Kate's like, "Hey, are you doing all right?" And then she's like, "All right, let's test this," and takes out those defibrillators to, pump up the heart because, that joke too. When she got closer to her boobs got close to his face,
his heart
rate was increasing because he had a boner.
It'd been really funny if he actually flatlined, and he's like, "Oh," and he's like. And it's like he starts floating away to heaven. He's like, no. He's got to get back to his body. And he's like, that would have been a funny joke, but
so you're coming with me.
Yep. That's when his other wife shows up. He's like, oh hell no, you're not getting out of here. Grabs him, fucking throws him back into his body.
Yep. So yeah, they have fun at the hospital, and then eventually they do go to a water park, because Kate's also helping out with the orphans, because, I mean, as much as Mr. Wong won't sell to the Lattimores, which is Respucia's family and her brothers,
yeah,
he is kind to let Kate, eventually take over and, have the offer, but, yeah, that happens, you got that going on, and then...
Well, the brothers do confront Dion, and you go like, yo, Dion, we're opening a titty bar. And we need you to get married to her, and then you can have a cut of the profits and get her to sign this thing. So that the legal
paperwork can actually work.
Yeah.
We know you're about to leave, but money and titties. Very cool,
Very cool.
And epic.
All those things.
So yeah, water park, and then you get to the water park. There's that goes on with Respucia also tagging along because she's like, is that skinny bitch gonna be there? And again, we get more fat jokes.
I'm pretty sure this scene in the water slide that made it into the trailer. I remember the trailer of that happening.
Oh, when she's on the water slide, because they're like, we can't exceed 300 pounds, ma'am.
And she's like, bitch, shut the fuck
I'm
up.
165. And they're also like, ma'am, are you wearing bottoms?
She's like, you damn bitch. I totally am. I don't think she says bitch that much in the movie. That's just like my go-to line.
Like, how you doing?
She's like, well, what you doing? Yeah, how you doing?
Oh, yeah. And then, when she gets on the water slide, she shows how to actually do it like a woman, and then just falls and then catapults through a wooden wall, through a wooden gate, which I will say was... It weirdly got a chuckle out of me because it was like, oh, she's just going in like a missile, and then boom,
just fucking shoots out. The thing is to give credit to the joke, even though it's like clear fact, it's like the fact that the joke keeps kind of escalating. Like she's going down, she's going too fast. She fucking shoots through the board. She soars far enough to land in like another pool, and then all the water when she lands, all the water's out of the pool. That's funny.
Yeah, and then I also thought she was gonna like crush that kid.
That would have been extra funny, but they couldn't commit to it.
They're too much of wusses.
I mean, on a scale of like the kill kiddo meter, this is like in the middle. Middle leaning towards like probably could kill some kids.
We're almost there, but we don't get there.
Yeah, you know, this has a much closer at killing kids than the Capture of Bigfoot was. I mean, I know technically like the small foot got shot, but like we don't know if that was a kid. He could have been like 18 years old. We don't really know. We can't judge a Bigfoot's age.
We can't judge a Bigfoot by its
size
and age.
By the size of its feet.
You can't judge a book by its cover.
You can't judge a Bigfoot by its shoe size.
Exactly.
Also, I'm going to say I got confused because it's like, Dion's like, oh, let's get married this Saturday. And I thought the marriage was falling in line with when the day at the water park was happening. So I was really confused about like, why is this going on?
Yes.
What's going on here, guys?
I do also agree with that. Like, a lot of the passage of time was very confusing as to what day of the week are we at, what time of day, also what season are we in, which I was assuming summer, and also where were we? Because, I mean, I think there was like a sign they were somewhere in Tennessee, I think.
I couldn't tell you because I wasn't paying attention to the location.
Yeah, I thought I remember there was like something, like some sign saying they were in Tennessee somewhere. So like Southeast U.S.
I was just assuming it was just like generic, just small town kind of thing.
Just like any town USA.
Yeah, any town USA. That's what they should call. That would be a great bit in a comedy. It's just like, oh, we're just going to this small little town nobody knows about, and it's like literally called Any Town USA. It doesn't even list the state.
Yeah, it's Any Town USA.
See, that's a good joke. We should make our own comedy movie. I think it would be a little funny.
Yeah, don't give away where they're supposed to be in the movie, and then just be like, oh yeah, we're just in this small town. It's just called Any Town. Insert state here, USA. So you can't even go, oh, what part of the state is that in?
Oh, no, it'd be funnier if you go and there's a sign, it's just like play or like insert city name here, USA. Like, they don't even have, like, it's so unknown they didn't even bother to make a fucking...
Insert city name, insert state.
Yeah, like, insert name here, insert state here, USA. Well, welcome to the lovely little town of insert name, city name here, insert state name here, USA. That would be funny.
That would be funny.
That would be a very good visual.
I always think we have better ideas for a lot of these movies.
We do, but, like, we just don't have the money for it. How much do you think that sign would cost us if we made our movie?
I feel like we could make it for cheap if we were good at if we worked on some graphic design.
Yeah, probably. Maybe it'd be cheaper just to rent one of those screen billboards. You know, the ones with the LED screens. It's just like a computer that flashes. We rent that for like a day, and then we just have to make sure we get our shot just like on that one day that we rented it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but eventually, he gets caught, like, getting so close, so,
Yeah, he gets caught, after they were working on the rehearsal dinner food, like, getting, the reception dinner food, and then they go over the church, and they practice, where Kate's gonna stand, and
after, of course, Norbit gets tricked by the brothers to trick Kate into signing the papers so they can get the orphanage.
And then he also basically confesses his feelings to her.
She's like, he goes, you are so hot, and I want to have sex with you.
And then Rasputin's like, hell no.
He's like, nah. And then his fucking wife is just like, I'm gonna fucking kill Norbit.
Norbit. He just changes his name in the middle of the movie. That
would be funny. As a disguise.
I'm Norbert now.
I am no longer Norbit. I am now Norbert. I am now Little Nicky. Release the evil.
I'm so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that obviously leads to a trust issue after, Kate also finds out about, like, the signing the papers thing. And that leads to some trust issues with Norbit, and obviously Norbit saying some mean things as she goes to the house because...
You are a loser, and I don't like you, and you need to leave, and I love having sex with my wife.
My wife?
My wife.
Which was also weird to me, because she was, like, going in the bath, and then, like, 2 seconds later, she's, like, out, watching out the window, fully clothed. Just, like, peeking, being like, all right, come closer, bitch. Come closer so I can assassinate you.
With a fucking boom acid in your face.
Bring the boom. Yeah. So that happens, and then there's some words of advice from a pug that talks.
You should fucking kill her.
Yeah, that Rasputia, ran over. So that was funny.
Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, we almost had dog death, so that was not cool.
Yeah, does the dogdie.com almost had to put Norbit on that list.
Yeah, luckily they didn't have to, because I don't know if I would be able to watch it if I knew the dog died. I'd be like, whoa, a dog dies this movie? Man, I used to think Norbit was cool.
And then we get more advice from Mr. Wong, who then obviously, as we said before, he goes on like this weird tirade about how he doesn't like black or Jewish people, but they like Chinese food. It was just so odd. And then it's like, then why the fuck did you take Norbit in?
I guess it's kind of like in the Christmas tree, how, like, if you have the children, you get like the bond from the government that you can just spend.
Right.
It's probably something like that. Like, the more kids they have, the more money he gets.
That honestly makes more sense when you put it that way. But yeah, he helps
or it could just be a case of being like, oh, Norbit, you're one of the good ones. It might be like one of those cases.
You're one of the good ones, Norbit. And it's like, good lord, Mr. Wong.
Whoa, Mr. Wong, you can't say that.
Yeah, because then he also... I guess in the mail there's some paperwork that's incriminating against the family and also Dion.
Which is weird, because I don't know why he went after Dion, because it's not like he had a reason to assume he was evil.
Yeah, he didn't really have anything against Dion. He just really needed Kate's trust. That was, like, about it.
I mean, the plot needed him to get back together with Kate, and the only way they can do that
is also true.
Was to get rid of Dion somehow.
Yep, so they gotta expose him.
Like technically he's right, but he never has really any reason to actually, like, suspect Dion of anything.
Also true.
Because, like, for all he knows, it's just the brothers that are fucking putting him through the ringer here. Well, except, when the brothers outright say, oh yeah, by the way, Dion's on our evil plan. Yeah. But, like, when did he have the time to, like, get the info on, like, Dion's, like, mistresses or anything?
I don't know. Like, in the span of, 12 hours, depending on when this wedding was happening. And also, like, the whole town was there.
Also, like, wouldn't you need to know Dion's, like, last name? I don't think he knew that.
Yeah, he only knew him as Dion.
And, like, how did you get the info in, like, 12 hours, too? Because you had to send it through the mail. How you already know it's, like, how could you get, like, that fast info? It's just weird.
He somehow knew a guy who knew another guy who then knew another guy. I don't know.
I'm starting to think that Norbit might be a bad movie with, like, a plot hole like this.
Yep. Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Honestly, you might be onto something.
I can excuse racism, but, like, plot holes I just can't ignore.
We're just going into the Community meme.
Yep.
I can excuse racism, but plot holes, I cannot forgive. You can excuse racism? Oh, God. Yeah.
But they had to delay the wedding, and then the pimps are just
they had to delay the
barbecue.
wedding, and the pimps were talking about love and food and objectifying prematurely, because, get it? It's supposed to be, like, ejaculating prematurely. Ha 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 ha.
So funny. Man, these pimps sure are funny. Hilarious. I'm sure glad they're in this movie.
And then that all happens, and then, they get enough time for Norbit to get there after, Rasputia and her brothers almost run him down.
That'd been really funny if Norbit just died in the movie at the end, right near the end. And he's like, and that's how I
He
died.
drowns.
Because
Yeah.
he narrates at the start. That'd be a funny ending. And that's how I died.
And that's how I died. I'm just kidding, guys.
Then it's like he's in hell with like little Nicky. He's like, Norbit, you're a good friend.
Norbit!
You should
It's
go
about
back
time."
and confess to Kate.
Oh. And yes, with this incriminating information that he somehow got in such a short period of time, it found out he had 3 ex-wives with a bunch of kids, and he also lied about his name before, too. Like, Luther, Antoine, and he also told another woman he was gay. So...
And he's like, oh, guys, you're mistaking me for my gay brother, Anton Luther, or Luther Anton.
Yeah. And it was like, what the hell? Like, okay, Cuba. Gooding Jr.
Yeah, and before that Norbit can get to Kate, he has to defeat the final boss, his wife.
His wife.
His wife.
Very funny.
Very funny. But we get a big payoff because Mr. Wong wants to be a whaler. And so he throws a flagpole up her ass.
Up her asshole.
Yeah, right in her blowhole.
Even more important to the plot. Good God.
And then the brothers get run out of town.
Yeah, they get run out of town. Same with Rasputia. They open up their megalopolis titty bar in Mexico.
Where she's like the star performer. And I guess Norbit also gets together with Kate, I guess.
Yeah, they get married for real. And then they run the orphanage.
Woo!
And then I guess Mr. Wong can go whaling now.
He can go whaling. He gets to kill all the whales.
Yay! Happy ending for everybody.
Fades to black, and then once again it's Norbit in hell with little Nicky. And he's like, Norbit, that was a wonderful story. If it wasn't for all the horrific child trafficking ring you're running through with the orphanage, you'd definitely be in heaven. He's like, thank you, Nicky.
It was actually a child trafficking gig.
It turns out that fucking the brothers were titty bar would have been way better for the city economy, but we did the orphanage instead, and we used it for crime.
Yep.
That would be the plot, just that Norbit was like actually evil the whole time.
Oh god, if that was the plot twist.
For some reason, like, I'm now infatuated with the idea of this film being like a Little Nicky crossover movie. Like now I can't stop thinking about that.
Damn it! Now we need the Little Nicky crossover.
The Little Nicky Norbit crossover. Let's see. There was something else I wanted to mention about Norbit, but now I don't remember what it was. It was probably something really clever and funny, because that's who I am. Very clever and very funny. Oh yeah, with the letterbox poster, with it being Norbit, directed by David Lynch. Why do you think the posters? Why is there someone made a poster like that? Because I have my own theory of why.
I have no idea why. I don't know how this got through with like TMDB or something, but honestly, it's so funny.
Like, my thought on why is that opening shot, like on the road. I was like, Lost Highway, maybe?
Oh yeah.
That was like the only thing I could think of, because there wasn't anything really that very Lynchian.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe David Lynch said that Norbit was a masterpiece.
Maybe.
Hold on, I'm going to look this up. I'm going to type in David Lynch Norbit, and we're going to see what happens.
David Lynch's favorite movies, Norbit.
Let's see. Well, when I type in David Lynch Norbit, it did show up on the search engine. So people were looking at that before. Let's see. Is this where the meme comes from? A cinema listing for Inland Empire. I'm trying to figure out. Let's see. I don't know if that's it, because apparently, like, I'm trying to see if I can find anything that, like, specifically of, like, David Lynch talking about Norbit, because I would not put it past David Lynch for like, watching it for some reason.
Yep. Trying to think if I have anything else to say about Norbit. Do you got anything else to say? I don't really have much else.
I don't think I have anything else to say other than trying to figure out if David Lynch has seen Norbit. That's my current goal right now.
I wouldn't put it behind him, but who knows?
I can't find anything other than like a post where apparently Inland Empire in Norbit was being shown in the same theater. And that's it. That's the only thing I found that
Okay.
kind of connects to that. But yeah, I don't think I have anything left to say about Norbit, and I think you just said you also don't have anything left to say about Norbit. All right, well, with that then, we'll move on to picking which film is the better of the two. Cole, which of these two films did you prefer?
I would have to say The Capture of Bigfoot.
I just think it's the more fun movie. Yeah, it's a little boring, but
It's also a little shorter.
I wasn't cringing as much, and also it has a great like wintry vibe and atmosphere that made it fun. Because also, how many, oh my god,
How many films take place in the
Bigfoot
snow?
wintry movies have you seen? So
None. I guess the closest thing I'd say would probably be Bloodbeat.
oh yeah,
Bloodbeat has it, but I think Bloodbeat is better than The Capture of Bigfoot.
oh yeah, it's much better. And also, that's also more of like a samurai movie compared to Bigfoot.
Yeah, but like it's a similar vibe of creature / evil entity attacking people. Like it's like in a wide net I'm throwing out for this year, but it's like the closest comparison I can make. But my pick's also going to be The Capture of Bigfoot. You know, as funny as Norbit was, as the comedic masterpiece directed by David Lynch, personally, I think I also go with The Capture of Bigfoot. Well, it's been a while since we did a Bigfoot movie, and I'm glad it was this one, because I had a pretty good time, even if it's not really the most interesting thing ever. So that's another retro winner, which usually wins, so... You know, that's how it happens. And it's a point for me, which it feels good.
Whoopee!
Especially since I lost to Hot to Trot last episode. I needed a win.
Hot to Trot.
Hot to Trot, an official Nefarious Reels winning film.
Winners of an episode.
That's like saying Hot to Trot won an episode. It's like a new low. Well, like, I thought, man, we've really hit rock bottom with actually allowing the incredible Bulk to win, the amazing Bulk to win, but
the amazing Bulk,
but then Hot to Trot came out of nowhere and kicked Martyr's ass, barely.
Yep. Oh yeah, because Martyrs was also just boring as shit.
Oh my god. But yes, now that we're done with that, we can now move on to questions. Remember, if you have questions, to ask them so we can answer them. Our first of two questions from Robert. He asked us two. I'm only going to do one at the beginning and the end because we got a couple. First one is a simple one that we probably answered before, which is, what podcast do you guys listen to?
I don't listen to podcasts as much as I did like a few years ago, but I'll listen to Sardonicast here and there still.
Technically, I listen to Nefarious Reels, but that's mainly because I edit it. And
yeah, honestly, I would say it counts.
Yeah, like I said, I have to out of obligation. Yeah. I occasionally will listen to an episode or two once enough time has passed. Usually a guest episode. I think our guest episodes are usually the best ones.
Yeah, honestly, I think the guest ones are a little more fun to re-listen to when it's, there's another voice in there that's not just us.
Yeah, it also helps fill up a little bit of the empty space, so that's kind of nice. Also, it's nice for them to realize that they're fucked because they realize the insanity we go through on a daily basis. Yeah, so that feels good for me.
Also, the crazy tangents we just go off on.
Yeah, fucking wild shit. I mean, we go on crazy tangents all the time. Like we were literally on a 10-minute random tangent during our Curse of Bigfoot discussion. So that's the norm. I also listen to happens. Yeah, I also listen to Creepcast. I don't listen to it weekly. It's more of I don't listen for like a month or two, and then I marathon all of it in like a week or two, and then that's just the cycle of how I do things with the Creepcast. But that is mainly it on what I aim to do for podcast-wise. I don't listen to Sardonicast anymore. I kind of just fell off. I got behind on watching the movies they recommended, and then I was just like, you know what? I'm good. I don't need Sardonicast. I have grown up. I respect it for getting me more into movies, but I have moved past the need for you now. Go fly off on your own. You are free, Sardonicus. You're free to do your own thing without me, because I know that you did it for me, but you don't need me. I was your anchor. You lifted me up, but I was really your anchor. I'm no longer there to hold you down. Be free.
Go off.
Get out of here. I don't care about you anymore. I throw a rock.
Get
Get out of
my room.
here.
I'm playing Minecraft.
It's like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Maybe when they finally recommend My Stepbrother's a Vampire, I'll watch that. They really whiffed it there on the David Ducato episode.
Oh, yeah. They could have done the Triple Dipper.
Oh, we've already spent so much time watching other movies. I'm just gonna not recommend Peak and just do the other two. I mean, like, for Pete's sake, dude, it's like you can have it there for variety because you're doing 2 talking animal movies back to back. My Stepbrother Vampire can break up the bit of that monotony. I'm just saying, whiffed opportunity, Adam. Adam, who clearly watches our podcast for our opinions to see if we have an opinion on him.
Yeah. Well, I mean, of course, he had to recommend the one with the talking horse, so that made a lot more sense.
Yeah. Well, you do know that the Sardonicus have recommended films that we've already discussed, so they're clearly stealing from us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we totally were not inspired for a couple episodes here and there. No.
Definitely not. Nope.
No siree.
I'll move on to our next question now, which is from Nadius. Very simple one. Cats or dogs?
That's a tough one for me because I like both.
Yeah, well, you can't say both because you only said cats or dogs. You had to pick one or the other.
I know. That's why it's tough for me because I've had both. I like the chill vibes cats can give sometimes because the cat my family had, was great. But I do like the energy sometimes dogs bring when they're not also being annoying. And they also are fun to give you an excuse to get outside and also get a walk in. So there's also that.
Hey.
So I guess I'd have to say dogs,
Alright.
but like in a close second.
Alright. Well, I spend a lot of time with cats because my sister has cats, so I spend a lot of time with them. But I'm also a dog person. I would love just to have a dog to pet and have fun with, but I don't have the money for a dog. And even if I did have the money for the dog, the apartment I live in has a 2-pet limit, which is taken up by 2 cats that my sister has. So I'm just kind of fucked. Not like I have anything against the cats. The cats are pretty fun for the most part, except for when they occasionally run into my room and I can't get them out because they go under my bed immediately. And it's like, well, I guess you're under there for a certain amount of time, I guess. It is what it is, All right, we'll move on to our next question there, which is from Landon. Any movies that one of you loves but the other hates? They're really trying to get us to fight now.
I was about to say, are they trying to get us to fight? But if there's any on mind that just made me think of that, King of the Ants.
Oh, yeah, well, I love King of the Ants, and you hate it because you have...
And I find it just to be mega giga cringe. I cannot get past just the protagonist just being such a fucking moron. It's so... I just found it so annoying. Not even in like a fun way. It just irritated me.
Hold on, I'm going to your watched films, and I'm going to adjust accordingly, and I'm gonna figure it out. And I'm gonna figure out what films you hated that I love,
and vice versa.
Well, I mean, you can figure that out in your own time. I mean, you can find movies that I hate that you love.
Let's see.
Well, it's funny because I've been talking about Roger Cumble because you gave College Road Trip a 3 out of 10, and I gave it a 5. So
I don't remember much about it. I remember seeing it in theaters, and then it's like some of those where it's like when I saw them as a kid, I'm kind of rating them also based on both then, but also like how I would see it now. It's like I don't know. It's just like it's how my brain works. So
you're gonna have to rewatch it and then realize, oh, this is just like an average college road trip kind of movie.
Okay, it does not have to be 1 out of 10.
Yeah, I started at 3 out of 10. I'm
God
working my way
damn, you have a lot
down.
of 1 out of 10s.
I was solely into watching trash way back in the day. I'm a bit more moderate now with my trash.
Yeah, there was also a time where I was like, I would rate there were so many like bad movies. And then obviously with this, it was just like, okay, maybe I should put in a little into moderation now. But I mean, if there is like a movie that I escape onto that is just bad, we'll just see.
Okay,
But
I found one, like a real movie.
we found a real movie.
Alien Resurrection. You have it at like a 2. I gave it a 4 because I like it. I like
Really?
it. It's just kind of like dumb schlocky fun. That's what I get out of it.
I mean, if AVP Requiem exists, so it's not the worst Alien movie, but out of those main 4, it feels like character assassination for Ripley specifically that I cannot get behind, and I hate that about it.
You're just mad because she threw an epic slam dunk and you can't do that. You're just mad because you can't ball, dude.
Yes, that's what I'm mad about. Yep, you got me.
You got me. Another one that I didn't say, but was kind of the first thing that came to mind, is The Bride of Frank, because I know you hate that. You hated that, and I think it's fucking awesome.
It was one that was also just kind of annoying.
He found love. It was a love movie, and he found his true love. Like I'm sorry you don't believe in happy endings, Cole. You know, you'll find the one day, Cole. I know you can, but don't take it out on Frank, my boy Frank here, just because you haven't yet, and he has. What the fuck? You lowered your score for My Step Brothers a Vampire as well, dude. This is it. This is the end of the podcast. Like right now, it's over. I could accept that you didn't have it at a 10 out of 10, but you bumped it to a 2 out of 10. It's just, it's over. Done. I'm done with Nefarious Reels. I can't work with this guy anymore.
This is so like everyone else rating it like a 2 or a 1 is fine, but when it's me, it's like a crime.
Because I think higher of you. I think that like you're better than that, Cole.
I mean, technically, you gave Ben and Arthur a 2 out of 10, but I also gave it like the ironic 10 out of 10. So
I just don't have as much fun with Ben and Arthur as other people do.
Damn. I mean, fair enough. It's just one of those that I think sometimes it depends on how you feel about.
Like it could be a case like with The Room, because I had a Room at like a 2 for the longest time, but then I saw it in theaters and I got the official Room theater experience, and then I had my Frank Reynolds moment when I go, oh my god, I get it. I guess the last one I'm gonna say, because it's like you have it at a 4 and I have it at an 8 too, but I know it just wasn't really your thing. Savage Land.
Oh yeah, it was more. God, I don't even like. I don't remember what I said in our film club discussion. But
I think you weren't a fan of how much True Doc it felt like, with like how it was going with it in True Doc sense, which is a shame because I think that really added to it.
Like, I didn't mind the whole mockumentary aspect of it to make it interesting, but yeah, I feel like it went in, to that, like, True Doc, like, a little too seriously.
Yeah, no, I got a lot of it. I really liked it. I was really worried on a rewatch if I'd like it less, but no, I think it's still pretty good. Shout out to Taylor for their video on lesser-known found footage films and talking about this that intrigued me enough to check it out. Also, you put Nekapara at a 4 and not like at a 5 like I did, so fake anime fan.
Yeah, the one with the cat girls.
Also, Timmy has not seen the Nekapara OVA either, so also fake fan. Nekapara OVA is really weird because it's just like this hour-long slice of life thing, and you think you'll be like, whatever, and then it's like this thing has like a bunch of like background information, which arguably is more interesting. Like how originally it was just a Kickstarter that was meant to be like 10 minutes long, but it got like over $1 million in funding, so they made it like an hour long and made like a bunch of extra stuff. And how I own like the limited collector's edition of the thing because I backed the Kickstarter.
Yep.
And there's like a self-insert character in it for one of one of the Kickstarter rewards was like a self-insert character you can put in, and one of those looks like Timmy. So like, yeah, it's like a whole thing.
I'm just scrolling through your ratings, and I think I might have found another. I mean, I know you don't like the Dune movies as much as I do, the Denis one specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was that, but then I see a 6 out of 10 for Sam Raimi's Spider-Man, the first one.
To be fair,
Ooh.
I've never really been into superhero movies that much.
Okay.
And I think 6 out of 10 is still a good score. Like, kind of the Atom, like 6 out of 10 is above average still. Like, it's enjoyable enough, but I'm not like invested in it.
Which also does make sense. Okay, I can give a little leeway for that. Just looking. There was one this one's like a weird little comparison, but it's like you gave as above so below a 6 out of 10, and I gave it like a 4. One of those other found footage horror movies that I was just like, was not too big on this.
I remember it being alright, but it's been a long while since I've seen it, so on a rewatch, I might not like it as much.
Yeah, who knows?
Now that I feel like I've seen like more and like really good found footage films, I think there's definitely a chance that I might watch this and be like, oh, this kind of sucks. This isn't as good. Mm-hmm. Like Lake Mongo, Savage Land. I've seen the WNUF Halloween special, which is pretty good. Ghost Watch is awesome.
Ghost Watch is pretty good.
Ghost Watch is pretty peak, honestly.
Yeah, that's a damn good movie.
Wreck 2, but to a lesser extent. Maybe unpopular opinion, but I think Wreck 2 is a step down from the first one.
Honestly, I think I kind of agree. What did I give both? I really enjoy the first Wreck movie.
Yeah, the first Wreck, I think it was amazing. It definitely deserves its praise.
Yeah, I gave an 8 to the first Wreck. Wreck 2, I gave Wreck 2 a 7, so.
Yeah, I think I gave the first Wreck, I think either an 8 or a 9. Because I'm pretty sure, I remember I wasn't, like, the biggest fan of the ending. I think it kind of was a lot less interesting when it came to that.
Yeah.
I think my biggest problem, I think Wreck 2 I gave the 6 as well. Like, I still considered it good, but, like, this was clearly, like, a step in the wrong direction. I think it's because they really lean into, like, the ending of what the disease is. And I thought, this is kind of stupid.
Yeah, it really does kind of, like, take away some of the... I mean, as fun as it still is to see, like, the SWAT team come in like that, it does kind of take away from some of the...
Like, the stuff in the first film, I feel like.
Because that was, like, the one thing I loved about what the first Wreck did, where everything was so ominous and
I love how fast just everything goes wrong.
Creepy. And that too, like how everything just spirals out of control.
Like almost instantly. Like the second one thing goes wrong, when they think they have everything contained, and then one thing goes wrong, and then everything just, like, in seconds becomes everything just goes horribly wrong instantly. And that was great, because I was thinking, are they going to, like, draw this out to, like, one person gets taken, or a couple get taken at a time? No. Everything goes wrong. I don't want to spoil it. Check out Wreck.
Yeah, if you can handle the scares, Wreck is a great recommendation.
And Wreck 2 is good, but not as good. I like Wreck Genesis. It's not as good as the first two, but I think it has its charm. Like, you do have to get over the fact that they do drop the found footage angle pretty quickly in it, but it's still fun. And then the fourth one sucks ass. Don't watch the fourth one. It's not worth it. I mean, you can watch the fourth one to round it out, but, like, it's not good. And then I never watched the American remakes. Or the American remake in their own sequel.
You really don't have to, because there's a second Quarantine movie?
Yeah, there's Quarantine 2, and Joey King's in it.
What? Okay, maybe I do have to watch this now.
Yeah, there's
no, I did see that.
Yeah,
Quarantine. Okay, yeah, the first Quarantine.
And then there's Quarantine 2 Terminal, which is like I guess it takes place in on an airplane, which actually could be a pretty interesting premise, actually.
Okay, I have not seen that. I have seen the Quarantine with Joey King in it, so.
Okay, no, she's in the first one. I thought she was in the second one, but I guess I was kind of wrong there.
Okay.
All right, that's all I have for that
Yeah.
question. If you don't have any else,
Yeah, I don't have any more. After that fun little side tangent about the Wreck movies, we can move on to our final question from Robert, where he goes, might have forgotten to ask anything still, but I was inspired by the Dirties and wanted to ask if you have ever done a video or a movie as a school project.
not as like a fun, not for like fun. I think I remember we specifically. There was like one I would say we did in like my AP Psych class in high school, but it was like for like school, obviously for a grade and all that. So we were doing one of those. I forget what the whole thing is called, but it's one of those experiments where you pay attention to like something going on. So like, you know, someone puts like they put like a ball under one of 3 red Solo cups, and they do all of the twisting around and all that. So we did like passing a basketball around, but then there's something in the background that you're supposed to also have paid attention to at the same time. We did like one of those things. That's like the first. That's what really comes to mind. That's like about it. Other than that, I really didn't do anything like with a camera or much. Unfortunately.
Yeah, well, I mean, in elementary school, they did those, like, the fun little history video things where you can, like, dress up as, like, a character, and then you can do a fun little performance about this little niche in history. But more interesting, but I'm not going to delve into much into that, because that's just a fun little thing, but the more interesting thing is I actually went out of my way specifically to do a video, and in middle school. In middle school, we were doing, like a section on the human eye in, like, science class, and then it was just, like, and there's like, okay, you're gonna do like a slideshow that you're gonna submit, or something. You're gonna write an essay or a slideshow. And I was like, I don't want to do that in my brain. But then there was an option of, for extra credit, you can shoot a video talking about the human eye. And I was like, and then everything was like clicking in my brain because like, okay, we don't have a digital camera, but we got one of those VHS cameras that like does in that little track that you can record things, and we have like one of those custom VHS. We have those VHS tapes where you can stick those in to put into a VHS player, which we didn't have. But I knew that the school still had those TVs with the VHSs, so I could do that. Cool. And I was like, oh, this is all coming together now. And it's
all coming together.
Yeah, I'm sure I can probably fucking find that somewhere if I really wanted to. But what my idea was, I would make it animated, and by animated I mean I just draw a bunch of pictures on paper, and then just have it taped on the wall, record that, say a line, and then stop it, and then swap out with a different piece of paper, 2 lines, and I did that over and over again. Well, not immediately. First, when I was doing my parents, and I'd written a script. It was 2 parts. It was mainly comedic. Like the script was, guy does an eye test, fails, needs glasses, doesn't want to get glasses, falls out of the window, has one of those like, oh, I'm in the human eye now, whoa, kind of thing. And then like every part of the human eye talks, someone explains what they do and all that. So like I ran a whole script. This is basically me making my pathogen, pretty much.
Oh, okay.
So like I ran a script, and like I got the camera. I told my parents, and then they were like, oh, how about your dad can start and pause the camera, and then you can just read the lines. And I was like, okay, but the problem with that was, like, my dad didn't read the script, so he didn't know when to stop or start. So there was an issue where there would be a lot of pauses at the end of every time, and I had to be like, okay, come on, just stop it. And there was technical difficulties where at the time I was just putting the paper up against the wall, and in one of the shots I got really into reading my lines, and then the paper fell over. So you can't really like edit your take. So it's just like, well, shit. Okay, well, we're gonna have to redo that. And at one point I went to the bathroom. My dad looked over the script, but he only looked over the first half, which was like before he got sent in, before my character dreams about being in the human eye. So it was like mainly joking. He's like, oh, there is like nothing about the eye. What is this? I was like, no. This is only the first half. The second half is where all that other stuff is. And at one point, my mom and dad had to go to drop off my sister at like tennis practice. So they kind of left together to do that, which gave me time to do my own thing. I was a lot faster because I knew when the lines ended, so I was able to get through that quicker. And then how it ends is when he wakes up, he goes to get glasses, and the guy's just like, "Oh, you can just get a laser eye surgery," and he just does that. That's like my ending joke. And once that happens, and then last second, I decided I need to add more, so I decided to do a thing where at the end I would I decided, I'll just add a thing at the end where I'll have a picture of the eye and I'll just talk about everything the eye does, just overall. And then, of course, I had my own ending title crawl, but it was just a piece of paper with my name listed for basically everything, and my dad also being in there for working the camera. And then, it was finished, and I showed my parents it, and they watched it, and they looked at me, and they're like, we're going to be honest with you. I think you would fail if you didn't insert in the eye part at the end, because you barely talk about the human eye at all.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I got a 55 out of 50 on the thing, so it worked out for me.
55 out of 50?
Yeah, because you got extra credit for if you did a video.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, very cool. And that's the story. That's the story. That cool. Is as close as I got to my pure cinema debut. I'm currently waiting Vinegar Syndrome to call me up to release it on 4K. And well, that's all our questions. Right. So I guess now we can move on to recommendations. And since I had the retro pick last time, Cole, it is officially your turn to do the retro pick.
All right. So, like about a week ago, me, Tim, and Matthias, obviously we do our watch-alongs, when we can, weekly watch-alongs, Tuesdays and Thursdays, and last Thursday we did When Harry Met Sally. So we did some Rob Reiner. And this movie's always been on my mind from also Rob Reiner, and I don't know why. I'm like, yes, this is the right time after a few months since he passed, but
it's what he would have wanted.
I think enough. It's what he would have wanted. He would have wanted one of his movies talked about Nefarious Reels.
Definitely.
So we're going to talk about 1994's North.
This was the North. Yeah, this was one of the ones that I've always been considering recommending, but you beat me to it.
With Elijah Wood and a bunch of other people.
Yeah.
It's a crazy cast.
Bruce Willis is in this movie as the narrator. I didn't know that.
Yep, you got George Costanza, you got Elaine, John Lovitz, Alan Arkin, Dan Aykroyd, Kathy Bates, Reba McEntire, Lauren Tom, who's better known as the voice of both Min and Connie in King of the Hill.
Oh, epic.
Yeah.
Oh, man, but since you recommended North, I'm like, oh, no. Dude, should I change my recommendation?
Am I changing your recommendation again?
You might be, but it would be oh no, I am gonna change it because the one I was going to recommend you've technically already seen, and this other one I've seen but you haven't, so now I have to recommend it.
Okay.
So originally I was gonna recommend a film that has a sequel coming out this year that we've both already seen. But because you recommended North and reminded me of this film instead that I've seen, but you technically haven't. So I'm going to recommend this one instead. And we're going to do 2016's Norm of the North.
Oh,
Get it? Because it has North in the title.
It's a North episode.
This is finally, the people wanted a North episode, and by God, they're going to get it.
We're gonna get it, baby.
Yeah, so, if you don't, starring Rob Schneider as Norm.
As a carrot.
Yeah, well, no, he's a polar bear in this movie.
Damn it. A polar bear carrot.
Yep. But yeah, if you don't want to get spoiled for North, or Norm of the North, how about checking out those movies in advance? Also, hey, like and subscribe, that would be pretty cool. You can also, check out the Blue Sky account I don't use for this podcast, or you can check out our Spotify that has the first 5 episodes that I haven't updated on since, and questions too. You should submit those as well. And you all have a good day and have a happy Morbius.
Happy Morbius. Happy Gleason, Wisconsin.
Yeah, happy Bigfoot. Happy Capture of Bigfoot.
Happy Norbit.
Happy
Happy
Norbius.
Rasputia.
Yeah, happy Norbius.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.